Qatar Airways people have joined as an official global airline partner to Inter Milan. Now, I'm sure you're thinking, what does this really mean? Why should I be excited about this? Well, let's be honest, right? Inter fans, let's talk about this. Inter Milan have struggled for years, have suffered for years financially because of the way we've spent in the past, because of our past glory times. We've got a bit too excited, if you will. But we finally got some money coming back into the club. I know we lost that sponsorship with Pirelli, which was so close to our hearts. Okay, when you think Inter, you think Pirelli. When you think Pirelli, you think Inter. Now it's just Formula One. But with the fact that we finally got some movement here financially, because we've had to, you look at some of the players we've bought, no disrespect to these players, okay, but we've got players in the team where they've been very much like, on the tail end of their careers, on the highlight, the sort of the twilight zone of their careers. The likes of Jacko, the likes of maybe, Çalhanoğlu, even Mkhitaryan and people like that, Alexis Sanchez, brilliant players, all good players, even Perisic at the time, all good top players. However, aging. You know what I mean? Like they're aging. So it's one of the, and the reason why they're aging and the reason why we're getting these kind of players is because the money has not been there for Inter to capitalize with. They've spent money, don't get me wrong, but there was a time where we were financially like a juggernaut, and what we ended up doing was just wasting all the money away. Now we have to sort of recoup and get back to the old ways of of how we used to be financially. Okay, we've been going through a bit of a rut in the past, 10 years, 20 years, you might say. Italian football in general has taken a massive hit, a massive hole when it comes to the finances. And this is why the other leagues across Europe, i.e. like the Premier League, probably even the Bundesliga, they're going away in terms of, the money, the popularity, the quality of football. The competition, even though I would argue Serie A is definitely number 2 in terms of the top 5 European leagues. I'll definitely argue that for the sheer competition, for the fact that we've got different winners in the last 5-10 years. But Inter Milan need to really focus on getting the money back into the club. We've got the Paramount Plus now on the shirts as well, but we've needed to really kind of get back to become a proper commercial juggernaut. And this can only help the team. At the end of the day, it's to build the global brand, it's to build the team, it's to build the team on the pitch and off the pitch as well. And this can only spell good news for those of you that are Interisti or Interista, whichever the term is, whatever the correct term is. Do forgive me, I'm not Italian. So yeah, I'm learning the lingo as we go along here. But listen, this is a good day for Inter Milan, managing to get another sponsorship down the line. It's to help as well. Of course, it's going to try and boost the relationship between Qatar Airways as well as Inter Milan, the football club. Apparently for the fans as well, they're going to be looking at certain ways of how they're going to get fans to travel across Europe on those flights as well. So for the Champions League nights, hey, you never know. Get yourself down there, get yourself a ticket with Qatar Airways. There might be something in store for Inter Milan fans across the board. But yeah, it's a partnership. We saw people like Materazzi there as well. Whenever he's around, we can always feel safe. Okay, as an Inter Milan fan, we can always feel safe when Materazzi's in town. But it's good to see that Inter Milan are not sleeping at this moment in time. There's always something that they got to look forward to. And I could do a bit of quotes as well from the official website of Inter. And it basically says that, there's a partnership announced has been reached with Qatar Airways for it to become the club's official global airline partner until the 2025-2026 season. The agreement will incorporate branding, hospitality, and marketing rights, included tailored travel solutions for all Inter fans, okay, allowing Qatar Airways to strengthen its footing across Italy and Europe, a region of utmost importance to the airline. So they're caring about Italy, okay? They want to be in Italy. They want to be in Europe. They want to be gallivanting all around, okay? This partnership brings together 2 brands that share the same penchant for premium, elegance, and ability to generate emotions. The club's identity, which is characterized by the values of brotherhood and togetherness, aligns with the official airline partner's mission of uniting the world through the power of sport, symbolizing excellence in the world of aviation and football. The partnership was formalized with the 2 businesses events involving the top management of Inter and Qatar Airways, which were held on Sunday in the Inter HQ, with Inter CEO corporate Alessandro Antonello, and on Tuesday at the Dubai Air Show in 2023. in which Qatar Airways Group Chief Executive Engar Badr Al Mir joined hands with Inter's executive team and welcomed the Inter legend Marco Materazzi. The Inter delegation presented Qatar Airways with a jersey printed with the number 7 to commemorate the airline's 7 times title of world's best airline. See, I didn't understand that because I see the shirts they've had up and it's got the number 7 shirt, basically just the Inter Milan shirt, number 7. Qatar Airways on there. Never quite understood why. So Qatar Airways have been 7-time champion in terms of being the world's best airline. The new deal will also unveil during Inter's home match against Frosinone, which of course took place with a huge San Siro takeover. So that's what's been going on. Here's what Antonello has had to say regarding this. We're so proud to welcome Qatar Airways to our family as a global partner. This agreement confirms the ever-growing appeal of our brand, which is now linked to one of the leading airlines in the world that shares our unwavering commitment to forge connections between places and people the world over. Thanks to this partnership, Qatar Airways will be granted access to our main touch points, our fan base, which is made up of over 400 million supporters all over the globe. Our illustrious history, our values, and our unwavering connection to the city of Milano will support our new partner with its business development. So a lot going on there with Inter Milan, and they've finally had to do something in that sphere. It's good news for Inter Milan because it's going to put money into the club. We want to see the club survive. We want to see the club reviving, doing well on and off the pitch as well. So on the pitch, things are being taken care of thanks to Simone Inzaghi, and now off the pitch, thanks to Alessandro, who's doing his thing as well, trying to bring more business, more revenue to the club. A club that has suffered financially over the years, a club that has been for its own, for its own situations, for its own faults, in terms of the debts, in terms of all the finances that have been going on, the transfers, the previous owners we've had as well. But now it looks like we're heading in the right direction. This can only be good news. And Qatar Airways is not a team, a brand to sniff at. I know Qatar comes with its controversies and whatever else, and people have their opinions about that. But we're here to discuss what we like about what this means for Inter going forward. This can only mean good news. It's going to only spell good news for those of you that are for the Nerazzurri. And until we start seeing that money get poured in, bring in more sponsorships, the more money that can get pumped in to Inter Milan, the better. Let me know in the comment section down below how you feel about this partnership. Do you think it's a good idea? Do you think we should be looking at this sphere, entering in these kind of areas? Because when you think about Inter Milan, you don't necessarily think about the commercial side. You do think about the legendary status that is that football club. You do think about everything else besides the fact that the money they seem to be spending constantly, but then it's always come at a cost. And finally, it's time we've had to pull back. It's had to cost us, whenever we won a title, for example, it always seems like the next year, we got to cut costs. We got to cut back. We've got to get some wages off the books. The wages are high at Inter because it's a big club, but at the same time, it can be considered a bit too much. But yeah, Qatar Airways, the official global airline partnership partner of Inter Milan. And this can only mean good news. More money getting pumped into the club. Until next time, people, we are out.